Steve Jobs wore the exact same clothes every single day to save decision energy. You waste yours picking a Netflix show. See the difference? You've been taught a weird lie. That success is about adding more. More habits, more apps, more routines, more hacks, more side hustles, more meetings, more options. That's not success. That's clutter. Your problem is not that you're missing something. Your problem is you got too much trash in the way. Your life is not an empty room that needs more furniture. It's a packed room. Stuff everywhere. Noise everywhere. Decisions everywhere. And you're acting surprised that you can't move. Greatness is not what you add. It's what you delete. Because your brain is a battery. And you keep draining it on nonsense. Look at a normal day. You wake up with a full tank. Then you start spending it like you're rich. Should I snooze? Should I get up? What should I wear? What should I eat? What should I watch while I eat? Which message should I reply first? Which post should I check? Which trend should I follow? Which quick task should I do to feel productive? Before you even touch the work that could change your life, your battery is already low. Then you sit down to do the real work, and you say, I'm tired. You're not tired because you're working hard. You're tired because your mind has been fighting 1,000 tiny wars since morning. Every tiny choice burns fuel. Your brain does not care if it's a life-changing decision or a stupid decision. The cost still hits. You're using a high-powered brain to calculate what color socks you should wear. Then you wonder why you have no energy left to build anything meaningful. That's decision fatigue. That's self-inflicted exhaustion. And you keep doing it because being busy makes you feel important. But being busy is not a flex. A rat in a maze is busy. An ant is busy. Busy is a sign of chaos, not greatness. Now, here's the part you don't want to admit. You don't just keep your life cluttered by accident. You keep it cluttered on purpose. Because clutter protects you. If your phone is always buzzing, if your schedule is always full, if your desk is messy, if your day is packed with little tasks, then you always have an excuse. I wanted to start, but I was busy. I wanted to focus, but life is crazy. I wanted to build, but people needed me. Translation, you hide inside noise. Because silence forces honesty. If you delete the distractions and you still don't produce, then the problem is you. And that scares you. So you stay cluttered. You stay busy. You stay exhausted. And you stay average. Now let's talk about what real power looks like. Steve Jobs didn't build by doing everything. He built by cutting. When he returned to Apple, the company was spread thin. Too many products. Too many choices. Too many directions. Confusion everywhere. So what did he do? He didn't try to fix everything by adding more. He simplified. Hard. He killed projects. He cut options. He forced focus. Because focus isn't about saying yes to what matters. Focus is saying no to everything that doesn't. That's why the black turtleneck mattered. It wasn't fashion. It was a defense system. Less decisions in the morning means more power later. He protected his mental bandwidth like it was money. Because it is. You don't have an energy problem. You have a leakage problem. Your energy is leaking from 1,000 holes. Small decisions, constant notifications, fake priorities, random urgent requests, endless opinions, endless content, and you keep feeding it. Then you blame time. Time is not your main issue. Options are. Choices are ruining your potential because you keep allowing the wrong choices to exist. Here is the rule you need to adopt. Success isn't about what you add to your life. It's about what you aggressively delete. Read that again. Aggressively delete. Not reduce a little, not manage better. Delete. Because your life will never get clear if you keep trying to organize trash. You don't need a better planner. You need a purge. Now we get practical. If you want more focus, more energy, and more results, you need subtraction in 3 places: decisions, priorities, and access. And I'm going to add a 4th that people ignore: open loops. First, delete trivial decisions. You are bleeding out from micro decisions. Stop the bleeding. Pick a simple uniform. 2 or 3 outfits you rotate. Clean, comfortable, repeatable. Nobody cares what you wore on Tuesday. You're not a runway model. You're trying to build a life. Automate your food, have a baseline breakfast, and a baseline lunch for work days. Same meals, easy meals. Save your brain for bigger moves. Automate your workouts. Stop waking up and debating what to train. Have a program and follow it. Your body doesn't need creativity. It needs consistency. When the baseline is automated, the day becomes lighter. Less friction, less debate, less, what should I do? More execution. Second, delete fake priorities. Look at your to-do list. Most of it is fake work, busy work, comfort tasks, tasks that make you feel productive without actually moving anything forward. You answer small emails. You rearrange folders. You tweak designs. You research for hours. You fix tiny things so you can avoid big things. You're not working, you're hiding. Starting today, you're allowed 3 tasks a day, maximum. And one of those tasks must be the needle mover, the thing that actually creates growth, the hard call, the deep work session, the sales outreach, the real creation, the real build. You don't do the small stuff first, that's backwards. Small stuff first is how you stay busy and stay broke. Do the main thing first. Let the small fires burn. If someone is upset because you didn't reply fast enough to something trivial, let them be upset. You are building a cathedral. You do not have time to argue about the color of the scaffolding. Third, delete access. Your phone is a remote control for your attention. And right now, everyone has the remote. Notifications pop up, and you obey like a trained dog. Someone asks for a favor, and you say yes because you want to be liked. Friends call to gossip, and you donate your best hours to nonsense. You are too available, and it's destroying you. Turn off non-essential notifications. All of them. If it's not family or a serious work emergency, it doesn't get to interrupt you. Delete the apps that steal your hours. You already know which ones they are. Don't negotiate with yourself. Cut them. And start deleting access to your time from people who drain you. Not everyone deserves instant replies. Not everyone deserves your attention. Not everyone deserves your best energy. Protect your gates. If it does not feed the mission, it is a parasite. Cut it off. Fourth, delete open loops. This is the silent energy drain nobody talks about. Half-finished projects, half-read books, half-started plans, promises you made to yourself, and never kept. They sit in your mind like background apps. You don't see them, but they slow everything down. Close the loops. List every unfinished project, every dangling commitment, every one-day plan, then make a brutal decision. Either schedule it and finish it, or kill it and delete it. Not maybe later. Decide. If you're never going to finish that side project, stop lying to yourself. Kill it, delete the files, cancel the subscription, drop the domain, free the mental space. If you're never going to read that book, donate it. Stop carrying guilt around like a hobby. You don't need more ideas. You need fewer open tabs in your mind. Clean systems create clean focus. Now, let me say this clearly because somebody will still miss it. This is not about becoming a robot. This is about protecting your mind so you can produce at a high level. You don't rise by being available to everything. You rise by being devoted to one thing. You don't win by managing chaos. You win by removing it. And yes, deletion feels painful because deletion forces honesty. It forces you to admit that most of what you do doesn't matter. It forces you to face the blank page with no distractions. But that blank page is where the empire gets built. You can keep adding, keep stacking habits, apps, and options. Keep trying to optimize a cluttered life, and you will stay overwhelmed, stay tired, stay busy, stay average, or you can start wielding the knife, cut the noise, create emptiness, then pour your full energy into what actually matters. You do not need to be smarter. You just need to be less distracted. Stop adding. Start deleting. If you're ready to cut the noise and focus like an adult, subscribe and comment, "I am deleting the noise." Then do this today. Turn off your notifications. Delete one time-wasting app. Pick your 3 tasks for tomorrow. And protect your brain like your future depends on it, because it does.